Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some space here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11, mighty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
11.
the ground. This is Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gotta go.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Down to about the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 1st carry for Samaje Perine. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
11. 11.
Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
11.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
12, 11, mighty, 11.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. McPherson now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a throw here, hold in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
He stiff arms him. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 MT, hey. 11.
Here's Pirine, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
11, 11, 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And it's 21-3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. On 4th down, here's Purdy. This is Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
McCaffrey on the counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second and 5. Purdy.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
11 MP, tape.
Burrow on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go, here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 19 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 84 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Steps away. Hauled in left side here by Jennings.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Purdy off the play fake. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. 11 yards for number 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They go play action here. Purdy
sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Flushed out right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11-90.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 27 yards.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That is taken in by Hurst. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here we go, second. Buffalo 18.
Purdy with one final shot here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.